Ceci, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you probably came here because you're looking for last minute DIYs for Valentine's Day. So I got you covered. Yeah, I can totally understand your struggle. Today, I'm gonna bring you guys 5 super easy, fun, on a budget DIYs. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos and to stay in touch. I will leave a link to the video that I did the year before down below, as well as other DIYs that I have come up. I'm gonna try and make this video as quick as possible, and we're gonna get started real quick. For the first DIY, I'm making a candy hearts necklace. So to start, I'm taking a bit of air dry clay and I'm flattening it down so that I can punch out some tiny hearts with this cute little clay cutter. We just gotta fill up the clay cutter and push the dough through the top. Once it comes out at the top, then we slice off the excess and set it down gently so that we don't mess it up. And we just repeat a bunch of times to make a bunch of little hearts. I used 2 eye pins to skewer 3 little hearts before the clay dried, 1 on each side, making sure that the hoop was on the outside part. We need to space them out so that they can air dry better and we can paint them later on without smearing onto each other. For right now though, just let it dry overnight. And now it's time to paint them. I'm using watercolors in yellow, red, and green. Took a red fine tip marker. We just write classic little messages that we would find in the heart candies. The final step for this DIY is to use a chain to hook on each side, and that's all for this one. For the second DIY, I took apart some tea light candles and set them aside. Then I melted a large red candle on a candle warmer and poured the wax on a hard silicone mold for baking cookies or baking cupcakes and that sort of thing. Next, I placed the wick from our tea light candles in the center and let them cool and harden a couple of hours. Once cooled, I used an X-Acto knife to cut the excess on the top of the hearts because I noticed that the hearts were a little bit taller than the aluminum tea light containers and they were going to be overflowing. Now I just simply melt 4 little tea light candles, and after placing the little hearts in the center, we pour the melted wax all the way to the top and let it harden. These are so cute and they totally pop. Our third DIY is a heart charm. This one is so functional and it can be used as a choker charm, a key ring, or even a phone charm if you want. We need to start out by rolling a thin piece of clay, and with a small little cup or something that can cut a perfect circle, I cut up a flat circle. Then with my little heart cutter, I cut out the center and lightly poked all around. I also carved the letters MC on the back for sentimental value, and of course I made a hole at the top for hanging. Once it's dry, it's time to apply 2 generous coats of red paint. I used some glittery nail polish in each hole, and I poured some more glitter in because I realized it wasn't as glittery as I wanted it to be. Then I just went with a clear nail polish and sealed the whole little charm because it's so easy that way. These were inspired by Beauty and the Beast, as you guys can tell. This is for Beauty and this is for Beast. The fourth DIY is a set of Lovers phone cases inspired by Beauty and the Beast. First, I took 2 regular cell phones that I got on sale and I painted 3 coats of red on one and 3 coats of gold on the other and let them dry. Once the gold one dried, I took this stencil with love and rose theme on it to use for decor. And using red and green acrylic paint, I tapped the paint on with a little sponge brush. And before it dried, I removed the stencil so that it did not peel or smear anything off too much. But I did notice that I used a little bit too much paint, so it did smear a little bit. But not to worry, because just like magic, I used some gold acrylic paint from before to conceal my smears, just like we do with makeup. For the scratch marks, I drew 4 lines in the center with a Sharpie. Then we just simply make some zigzag lines all around each line and fill them all in. I actually did this with all 4 scratch lines, but I didn't like how the Sharpie looked because it showed every single line and stroke that I did with it. So I went over it with some acrylic paint, and that's all I did with this one. And it matches really well as a Beauty and the Beast theme gift set. It wouldn't be Valentine's Day without a dessert, so this 15-minute treat is perfect. First, we gotta set out our chocolate silicone mold or anything that you want to use for a Valentine theme kind of container. All I did was melt some semi-sweet chocolate chips inside a zip bag, and I placed that baggie inside a cup with hot water so that the chocolates melt without me having to worry about stirring it or the chocolate burning at all. It literally took 2 minutes, and so after cutting a little tiny piece of the corner of the bag, I'm gonna scribble with the melted chocolate, starting with the hearts. I'm just scribbling around and, you know, just making some sort of like fancy design. Now on the semicircle ones or semi-sphere ones, I'm gonna make some X's and O's. We place our mold in the freezer for a minute to harden. We just simply put some yogurt of our choice. I'm using Go-Gurt here, but you can use whichever one you want. And we're just gonna freeze it until we're ready to eat it, or for about 30 minutes. That is it. Well, that's my video for today, guys. I hope you liked them. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could share this video with your friends and give it a thumbs up. Also, I want to know, do boyfriends like getting phone cases as much as girls do? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys tuning into my channel, stopping by, and hopefully it helped you. I'm gonna end this video now, but I wish you guys all the love and all the respect out of your friendships and relationships. And I hope to see you guys here very soon. Pandora.